welcome back.
Oh, what video are we on?
Number 6, I think.
Okay.
If not, it's number 6 in my head.
So, we are actually going to start this video with a non-question, which is a funny polycule story. So, this explanation is for thick girls everywhere. So, I need to sit up for this. Okay. So, you know how when you go to a public bathroom and you sit down and the stall is like this big and like your hips are like rubbing the sanitary, box or the toilet, it's too fucking tight, right? So you're like, everything is just, it's too much. So in this house, both bathrooms, stop it, have like a toilet, but the counter is like right here. And the toilet paper dispenser is back. Okay? So like every time you sit down to go to the bathroom, you're like, all right, I pee, whatever, I'm done. And then you're like, all right, toilet paper. And you go to read and you're like, fuck. And then you gotta like fucking back here, lift a hip, to get it to roll, because when you sit like this, your hip is touching the toilet paper roll and it won't roll, so you gotta fucking, tilt and back it, like a fucking velociraptor, till you get your toilet paper. So Michelle and I had this conversation. We both high at the time. And I was like, when you go to fucking, like a, not a velociraptor. Is that the one I'm looking?
Yes.
Yes. Not a pterodactyl.
Thank you. Like a, with the little arms and the fucking trying to get what you
want.
want.
Like the T-Rex. Big head and little arms.
Exactly. So you're like sitting there like fucking trying to get you. So, sometimes you're like, all right, before I sit down, I need to get my toilet paper, so I don't have to do the velociraptor. And, so I'm saying to Michelle, I'm like, sometimes, but I forget, like half the time, and I gotta fucking, next time that happens, like next time I'm downstairs and Mark is downstairs, even if you remember to get toilet paper ahead of time, you need to do that. So Michelle comes home and...
You forgot the part where you tell them what you did.
I'm getting there.
We're getting there.
But,
all right.
Okay, fine.
So I can hear, I'm sitting in the bathroom, right? And I can hear Michelle and Mark talking in the kitchen. And I'm like, this is my moment. So I was like, Well, somewhere between where I decided it was my moment and I started making that noise.
I was sitting on the couch when you made that noise.
Okay, see,
sitting...
this is the part I couldn't see. So I'm in there and I'm like, and you two.
So I'm sitting here on the couch and I hear this like weird fucking noise and I honestly was like, oh my god, Kat's dying. But then Mark was like in the kitchen or whatever, which is closer to the bathroom that Kat was in. And he looks and he's like, are you okay? And I hear Kat say, did Michelle hear me? And then I was like, oh shit, I know what's going on. So I run out into the dining room and I'm like, Velociraptor! Kat's out of toilet paper! So then Mark was like, well, all right then. And he goes upstairs to get a roll of toilet paper.
And in the meantime, Michelle went into the garage to go slow. So I'm just like, but I didn't hear her say, Velociraptor. I don't know what you said, Cat's out of toilet paper.
Because you were too busy being a Velociraptor.
And so I never heard that, right? So I'm sitting there and I'm like, he's like, are you okay? And I'm like, where's Michelle? Did she hear me? He's like, are you okay? Yeah. She's out of toilet paper. So Mark's like, I got this. So he goes upstairs to the other bathroom to get more toilet paper. And the time it took him to go upstairs, Michelle was like, I'm gonna go outside.
Yeah, I'm out. Peace.
So I'm just sitting there because I didn't hear Michelle being like, ah! fighting a velociraptor by myself, you know. So I finish, and I, you know, step outside the bathroom, and Mark is standing right outside the bathroom door. He's like, "Did you need toilet paper?" And I was like, and I was like, "No. Where's Michelle?" And he goes,
shit.
"She's in the garage." And I was like, "You need to come with me."
So that we can tell him the story.
So we go
Because
outside.
he was so fucking confused. He was standing in the doorway of the garage, between the garage and like the
Is she
hallway by the
hurt?
bathroom.
Are you okay?
He's like-
you need assistance.
He's like, I thought she was injured. And then, you know, we thought that was hilarious.
like I'm going to the bathroom, right? What possibly could have happened to me that I was like, ah!
I don't know. Constipation? You had to push one out that was real big and just it elicited a noise.
When I died for like 15 minutes.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's try and get through the last three questions.
Fuck.
Oh.
Okay.
I
You gotta
love
sit down.
polycules. I'm coming. Just sit down. Don't look at me like that.
Nope. Nope. What was your favorite subject in school?
English.
English.
literature.
Anything to do with English.
Shop.
It's a double because of the teachers that I had. Like shop, I fucking love shop. Like, you know, I learned so much in that class, and like the teachers specifically helped me develop as a person, but like so did my English
Man,
teacher.
your shop teacher was way cooler than ours.
No, so I started shop class in 6th grade, right? So we're doing drafting, you know, and he's like, well, you know, I explained how this worked, and I was like, yeah, you know, but I have AD&D and I can't, you know, or ADD, and he was like, and I was like,
I have
You
advanced Dungeons and Dragons. It's a condition.
I meant ADD.
I knew what you
I said
meant.
AD&D.
You did say AD&D, and I love you for it.
I have advanced fantasy role playing going on in my head, and I can't focus.
You know, that's a valid thing, and I am. If I say that at work, do you think I'll get accommodations? They have to provide dice.
I missed something.
ADD.
Try
Is
it's
it-
ADHD.
Right, no, but at the time I had been diagnosed with ADD.
So had I. Because they're stupid and they didn't know what they were doing back then.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, no, I have ADD and I can't focus, and that's why I suck at class. And he was like, no, you know what? He's like, despite the fact that you might have ADD, he's like, that doesn't mean that you can't do excellent things. And he took me from, you know, because we did drafting inside the actual shop. And so he took me and he was like, you know, come with me. And he shows, you know, walks me to the back of the shop where the seniors are doing their big projects. And this kid is building, like, straight up building a canoe. Like, out of
Like a full-size canoe?
Yeah, like out of strips of wood this big, and is doing, like, wood bending and, like, this whole waterproofing thing, and just, like, this, you know, and he's like, you know, this young man, you know, has ADD. But when he, you know, can apply himself, you know, whatever, he's like, that's not an excuse, you know, to, you know, he's like, you can use that and focus it into something, you know, useful. And I was like, that was literally the first time that, you know, despite the fact that I'd been in, like, special ed classes, you know, because, you know, special learning classes or whatever, he was like, you know, you can still, you know, be a productive human being, you know, and like, I was just like, shit. Like, that was the first time a teacher had said to me, you can still do this, despite the fact that you have this. You know, so yeah, shop class, Mr. Brigantine. That man is fucking amazing.
My shop teacher's name was Woody.
No fucking shit. Are you... This guy's name was Kurt Brigantine. And no, and that was the best That was the best shop teacher, like, danger stories, is that he had a finger, missing digits, etc. But his pointer finger, he had gotten, like, caught in a bandsaw, and they had
Thank you, that was making me very nervous.
They had reattached it, but it was, the 80s, and so not well. So he couldn't really bend it past like that, but he still had the whole finger, and he was always, use it as a cautionary tale, like, be careful about the bandsaw. So he was this, like, half-fingered, like, bald man who was in his, like late 70s.
Mad Eye Moody?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was, like, amazing.
I mean, Mad Eye Moody is pretty amazing when he's not Barty Crouch.
When he's not David Tennant.
Oh, God, yeah. The fucking lizard.
You know what? That's actually a symptom of people who are on antipsychotics. You know how, like sometimes if you...
I know what you're talking about. It's called tardive dyskinesia because I actually looked into it to see if that's what I have. But I still have Tourette's, so it's whatever.
Yeah, I know, but it's, so it's not Tourette's, it's specifically people who are on antipsychotics that
Yes.
it's like...
That have been on them for a long period of time.
The thing
Yeah,
went
but
away.
like,
Oh,
Barty.
well,
Fuck
he
that.
should be on
he was
it.
so fucking...
Okay, speaking of Harry Potter, hold on, I'll answer this real quick. I don't know if I'm supposed to say his name. Because you've got this under a non.
Yeah, it's fine.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, okay, well, William sent this in. Directly to me. So if you want to answer, you can, but it would be weird.
It would be.
If your daughter went to Hogwarts and she was sorted into Hufflepuff, how would you feel? I'd be fucking pissed, man. Seriously, I am a fucking Slytherin. If she was in Hufflepuff...
I will answer this as if Aiden went into Hufflepuff, who is my nephew.
Okay.
Are you... Was that it?
Okay, so logical me says, no, you'd be fine. It's fine. She's going to Hogwarts. It's totally cool. My emotional response is, fuck that noise. The Sorting Hat needs to take a hike.
So, I am actually, depending on which quiz you take, I am a Hufflepuff. So, the thing
Sorry,
about...
man.
No. Because, like, if you watch the movies or, like, even the books, to an extent, are like, Hufflepuff is, like, the default house. Like, if you're not courageous or evil or...
Not evil.
Just...
Daring.
General
Impulsive.
stereotypes. If you're not Harry, or if you're not Draco, or if you're not, who's a famous Ravenclaw? Luna. Super intelligent.
Luna's a Gryffindor. Luna Lovegood is in Gryffindor, you guys.
I don't know.
Don't fuck with me. I know my Harry Potter.
Who's in
Is,
super smart, basically. We'll go with that.
one of the Patels?
No, maybe. Maybe.
You know what you
is
could
that
do?
Hufflepuff is basically like a throwaway house. Like,
It really
if
is.
you're not, whatever.
Which is why I'd be pissed.
But.
We're not getting to the rant this time. And I don't know if we're going to get to it tonight.
Why?
Because this is going to be the last one.
Okay, hold on. Well, how do I make you...
Basically, is that Hufflepuff is not a throwaway house. It's not like, I'm super courageous or, super protective of, it's for people who are like, I have those feelings, but,
This has been the issue the whole night. This is why
I'm saying speed it up, Buttercup.
yeah. Basically, Hufflepuff is not a throwaway house.
Basically, Hufflepuff is great. There, moving on. Are you loud or quiet during sex?
Loud.
Ish?
Loud.
Yeah, you're
Ish?
not super loud.
It takes a significant amount of mental ability for me to be quiet / how do you keep me quiet?
Cover you up.
Are there any positive things or traits you think you have picked up from your partners? Nobody's listening to me.
Alright, I feel like our video has been a bit long. We'll have to go do those ones another time. How long is the video?
Go look.
I was gonna say, I don't know how long it's been.
You might have to look around the thing.